Good morning. Hello. Hi. So, I've decided to start off this month. We're going to be playing some DOKI Literature Club. It is a classic. However, we will be playing the Plus version. I've never played the Plus version, despite me owning 2 copies. 1 copy on Steam and 1 copy on Switch. I've never actually launched the game. Because I've been saving it for a stream. I just never got around to streaming it. So, here we go. Let's get into this. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Okay, seems like we're good. Oh, before we go any further, give me 1 second. Also, I think it's kind of funny, but my ringtone is still Doki Literature Club. Even after all these years, it's still Doki Literature Club. It's one of the songs from the game. I don't think they have that thing anymore that like reads your computer's username. I think they removed that, so we'll just go with the normal. And if it's different, it should pop up as Yuma Virgil. That's my computer's name. Do do do. Oh no! Here we go. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to anything, to any attention she might be drawing to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you've never see yourself making today, but it's just kind of... but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me like blah, blah, if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. I will warn you, I'm gonna have like some issues reading. I don't know why. I'm tired. Yeah, I just always have issues reading. It should get better the longer I'm reading, but I don't normally read out loud. So I've gone 3 times since starting this 3-minute video. However, I just sign an idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh? You seem like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, people. But if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. I'm fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. I love her so much. Sorry. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the street becoming increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Beamer, have you decided on a club to join yet? Club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Yeah, that's not true. You told me you wanted to join a club this year. Did I? Sure, it's possible that I did. In one of our mini conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, spending my free time on games and anime. He's a good childhood friend. I was talking about how I was worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Happiness is really important to me, you know? I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Of course I do. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. He's a good friend. I'll look at clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised that I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry about me so much makes me want to eat her Milo. A little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for 1 ounce of motivation. Clubs. Theory wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I'll have no choice for the start with the anime club. Hello? Theory? Theory must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you would come to my club. Theory? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. She's so cute. Theory is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. I do apologize for yelling so much. It's just the moment I sit down and start to record something, I'm talking out loud, and I'm focusing and trying to be productive, I start yawning. My brain's so lazy. I gotta get out of this funk, man. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. She's so sweet. Look at her face. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told my club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Aisuke made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sairi is really that much of an airhead, or if she's just so cunning as to have planned all of this out. A little long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. By the way, there's a bunch of secrets in this game. If you haven't seen a playthrough of Doki Doki, I think Mark played it, I think Jack played it. I really need to see if they played it because I would love to rewatch the series. I don't think they played the new game, as far as I know. But they did play it. And there's a bunch of secrets, there's a bunch of little hidden things, there's a bunch of little things you can do inside of here. I'm hoping I didn't just show titty on my stream. I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure it's like a girl in her underwear. Yeah, it's really cool. What's the little secrets? Now, give me 1 second to get a drink, and I'll be right back. We won't even notice it. And I have returned. I did just check. Markiplier did actually play this game. I'm also on a different screen because I didn't want to accidentally hold control and just like skip all the dialogue. I did that too many times. Did Jacksepticeye play DDLC? By the way, I did notice something real quick. Jack played it 5 years. Is this game 5 years old? And then Mark played it. I'm going to have to watch these. The video is about 30 minutes piece too, so maybe I can do that. Okay, before we go, I noticed something kind of weird. Look down here. I have never seen a building that has little bitty windows on the floor. That's nothing like interesting, but it's something that I noticed. It's like, that's kind of weird. You can't really see the one back here because of where I am. But yeah. Okay, back to the go. And thus today marks the day that I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Theory across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Theory, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Yeah, I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Yuri! Sayuri always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Natsuki. She's my favorite, by the way. Both of these characters are like great. I love Natsuki the most, but Yuri is like second. I mean, it's like Monica and then Sayuri. So good characters. Like, there's like not much of a difference in my affection for them. I just have a way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Bima, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. And that is Monica. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? It may just be me, but it feels like the art got an upgrade. The art was already good in the original game, but it looks slightly more polished. But that could just be me. This might be what they always look like. I don't remember. It's been 5 years apparently. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, just say it. Sorry. Natsuki. She's so cute. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You would just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back forward to the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Well, don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Yeah, I could see that. Oh, well, it's been nice to meet you both. The both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, isn't that right? That's right. Great to see you again, Bima. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we really talked, but if we were in the same class... Well, we were in the same class last year. I do apologize. I'm messing up my words. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Your strike zone is so small, my friend. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Comes it up, we made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcake. Yeah, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. She's so cute. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged. in the form of table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Sayuki, the fifth member, Sayuki. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs her wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I sit next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to a table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Look at that smile! Ta-da! Ta-da! Wow! Look at their faces. Oh yeah, wait, they don't blink, do they? There's some visual novels I've played where the characters will like blink every 5 to 10 seconds. Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn on with icing. The little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. I would love to actually make these type of little cupcakes. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Yeah, well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayuri grabs the first, and Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Oh, it's so good. Sayuri talks her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. I also had that issue. Personally, when I was younger, I didn't like the cake part of the cupcake. I only liked the top, and I would never eat the cake. But as I've gotten older, I don't like the top as much as I like the actual cake part because it's too sweet. I don't have a sweet tooth. Some things I do, but cupcakes are pretty good. Depends on how they're made. I've had some really good cupcakes. I haven't had some like basic bitch like Walmart cupcakes that aren't super good. Sometimes Walmart ones are good, but the ones I've mostly had like birthday parties are awful. Sorry for the rambles. I'm just kind of vibing right now, you know? Natsuki is quiet. She's watching you. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this from somewhere? Made them for you or anything. And I thought you technically did. Sayuri said, well, maybe, but not for you know, dummy. Alright, she's so adorable. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. He carefully places a teacup in front of each one of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. I wish I was better at reading out loud. I've never done it before. She keeps the whole tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. Mood. I meant that, you know? I believe you. While tea and reading might not be a past time for me, I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. And Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider a literature club? Well, I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined the club, and I haven't joined any clubs yet. Sayuri seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. Well, DOKI. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Aren't you a leader of the debate? Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget, the publicity, and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Reading hard. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Or everyone else's doesn't exist. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Oh, she's adorable. Everyone effusively agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member, joining, not new members joining. Which I guess it doesn't matter, it's the same thing. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So people, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. I like manga, art books, and psychology books. I actually recently been driving a lot more, and I ended up getting dropped off in my old house. I got some of my psychology books. I only have like 2 or 3 of them, and now they're over here. I need to read them again. It's been years. Like I have one on like psychology, like, you know, mental stuff, and there's a bunch of little bitty white strips that I've like cut out. I use them to like mark important pages that I found interesting. Really cool. Completely pointless. I never got into psychology when I was in college. It was just boring, depressing. And mostly about ethics. A lot of ethics and psychology when I was in college. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Who? What? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki said, suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Aw, for Yuri. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke about I got to see Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Aw. Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. I'm actually imagining that she has her hand out. She's like counting her fingers, like her fingers and joints of how many book subjects she likes to read. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is still amazing. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in worlds of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. I do agree. Actually, I agree with like both the things that Yuri said. But isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you in the loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Yeah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something that I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. Or someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is sometimes very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes started on me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of your scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were writing a poem called... Don't say it out loud. Give that back. That's fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Tsuruki slides by Natsuki, puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Yeah, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet, huh? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and even showing the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. She deflated so fast. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea. Everyone. Yuri and Natsuki look at Monika quizzingly. I misread that entire sentence. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member. I think this will help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Bima? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now we're back on the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth that and what's been on my mind the entire. I never said I would join this club. So you may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. They all stare at you deadpan, like you're joining the club, dude. Come on. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. Well, one of them looks sad. The other one looks like she's about to stab me. The other one looks sad. I mean, Natsuki looks like she's gonna stab me. So I guess Yuri and Natsuki are the same breed. But I'm sorry, I thought, Bima, you all have been slips against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price to pay, in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. What? One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Wow! Yay, I'm so happy. Tori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then it makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to a next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Bima, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I really impressed the star class Monika with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the other girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Bima, since we're here already, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore. She's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. I love Siri. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your club members will like. Something good by having whoever likes your poem the most.